Hello, everyone. My name is Alice Bull, and I run the membership group at scraphappy.org. Welcome to our Scrapbook Live session for December, our last one in 2021. I'm kind of overwhelmed. This year has just gone by so fast. There were moments that felt really slow, but overall, this year has just flown. I was asked in a group the other day to talk about my goals from this year, to review goals, and I was like, we had to do that already? So it was yeah, quite a year. We did a lot of different things within our Scrap Happy group this year, so that has been a lot of fun. And every month we do our Scrapbook Live where I get to scrapbook with you. I kind of sit here on camera, I'll show you what's in the kit that I'm going to use, and then later on we'll do a little bit of show and tell if you like. I always like to see what you're working on too. So we have that. If you're here and you want to type in the chat, that's fine. If you're just scrapping along with me, that's great. And yeah, and we'll do this draw. So should we check out what's in this kit? I'm pretty excited about this one because yes, I did peek, and it's probably a good thing I did. I would have totally maybe not had the right pictures. There, let's just say this one is very specific. So let me switch cameras and we'll bring this on. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so here is the kit. It's from the ScrapRoom. So you can find the ScrapRoom at scrap-room. Oh, look at the little bonus falling out right here. So this is a little sample of coffee. Now you don't have to get the coffee in your kids if you're totally not a coffee person. You're like, ew, gross. Or maybe you're just one of the people that likes the smell of coffee, but you don't actually like the taste of coffee. Then you love this because it's a tiny little bit. Who cares if you don't drink it? But oh, does it ever smell good? So this month for December is dark chocolate mint coffee sample. So I didn't make it yet today. I actually didn't make coffee today. I felt like I was excited enough for everybody without coffee. So you'll notice in my kit here, there is an extra little kit, and this was the one that was missing from last month. So if you joined me in November, we noticed that there's a kit missing from the November kit because they send mine out extra early. And that is so that I can get to show you everything. So let's just take a peek at that really quick. And it is a beautiful collection called Welcome Winter from Cartabella. And you know that Cartabella paper, it's a little thicker, it's a little textured, you know, it sounds good when you're holding it, you're like, yes. So I love this paper. This Winter Wonderland has, I got 3 sheets of pattern because that's how the kits go, 3 sheets of pattern. And look at this one. Now, have you seen a wood grain that's like that? That's a neat one, right? Like I haven't seen one that has looked like that. And, you know, we've all seen a lot of wood grain papers. That's a pretty popular thing. Also in my kit, so this was the November. I don't know if they have any left, but this was just 1/4 of that kit. But yeah, you can see I've got some little stickers. They're puffy stickers. And then some little enamel dots and other pieces. So yeah, it was super fun. And that was part of my November kit. But we're here for December today. And it is a winter wonderland. If I could show you out my window, oh, I wish I could, because super blizzard outside my window right now. Anybody that likes snow would be saying, oh, it's so pretty. And I'm like, no. That's a lot of work coming down. Okay, so in the December kit, look at this great sketch here. Sorry, I better not move it up too high because it doesn't refocus. I told my camera not to refocus. So there we go. So that's a cute sketch, right? I like the big banner piece that comes down, a couple of little grounding lines across there. You've got a bit of a mat in here, but this lovely grounding piece, or we could call it a shelf, right, for your stuff. We just had a class that was about on the shelf layouts within Scrap Happy. So that was great. And then, yeah, our 3 photos. So that is, that's a good one. I might actually have to look at doing that sketch. But in this kit, there are 4 lovely mini kits to see. So we got lots of fun to dig into here. Oh, this is actually my bonus add-on. So they're not called bonus add-ons. I call them bonus add-ons because, you know, I buy me extra stuff. These are the embellishment add-on kit. So there will be 1 piece in this pack for each of the 4. So we'll pull those out as we go through the 4. Okay, so let's start here. And this is called Home for Christmas, and it is from Cartabella. So the paper, we know, going to be super lovely. There's 2 sheets of black cardstock, and then I've got 3 sheets of pattern paper, and then the whole sheet of 12 by 12 stickers, which are beautiful. Like, look at the cute little truck and that wagon. Oh my gosh, like here I would need that to be a sleigh because we're not pulling wagons anywhere right now. But yeah, look how sweet the little things are. The letters to Santa in the little box. And look at the little advent calendar. That's super cute. So cute icons. I put that in the way. So I really like this pattern with the poinsettia. That's pretty. We've got a snowflake paper. And I'm looking at my screen, the colors look pretty close. I would say that the reds are slightly more burgundy than what I'm seeing on my screen right now, but it depends on which screen I'm looking at. So you know how computers are, depending on screen settings. But I thought these were cute. We got a nice simple green on the back. We've got this, oh, that's bold. There's a black stripey thing. Now I'm gonna say something because I always say, if I don't like something, I'll tell you. There is a little bit of space here and a little tiny bit of space at the bottom, pretty much none at the top and none on the side. The fact that this is not centered on the page instantly is not making me happy, but this would be great to cut apart, but I would not use it like this. I'm just gonna say. So anybody that thinks Alice only says nice things, that should have been done different. And maybe the designer did, but it came through printing badly. You know, wonky edges always bug me too, says Kimberly. And then yeah, a nice so we've got some nice A sides, B sides, accent papers to chop up. But honestly, oh yeah, that was, I'd probably end up using more of that. But a little bit of that black, that would really pop, right? So this is nice with really nice crisp black paper. It's basil, I think. Just gonna read. It's called Black of. Yeah, it's called Black of. So maybe like the Black of Night, or I don't know. It's the Black of. Yeah, and so in the extra add-on embellishment kit, you know, the presents that you buy extra for yourself. And just like to make things clear, I buy my own kit. I pay for my own kit and they sponsor us a free kit, but I like to pay for it. It just feels like then everything's, I can just tell you what I like. Here are the pieces. So it's a whole package of these frames and tags that go with the pack. And so there's lots of little die cut pieces to go with that one. So that's my extra embellishment. So let's slip that in there. Okay, next up, let's do this one from Simple Stories. So we have a Simple Stories collection. And we've got 3 sheets of pattern paper, 2 sheets of white cardstock, and it's kind of textured, so it's nice. All their cardstock that they've sent has been really nice. So in here, let's look at the papers first. Look at that paper. Isn't that kind of wild? Like, okay, I'd love to know, do you like this paper? It has kind of roses. Maybe that's a different kind of flower. Is that a different kind of flower than a rose? You feel free to correct me. They're kind of open and they have little black spots in the middle, which makes me think it's not a rose, but I don't know the name of another flower. I'm sorry. It's a rose-like flower with little dots in the middle. So, but they're really pretty and it's a very bold pattern, but I quite like it. So that's something I like. Then we've got this little poinsettia. And I look at on the camera. I like it more on camera than I like it in person, actually, that design. And then the little wonky circles. So it's almost like snowflakes, little round snowflakes falling. Daniela says, I would only use it in small pieces. Phyllis says, not liking the roses. Yeah, that's an interesting paper. I don't hate it. I don't know that I love it, but I don't hate it. So I really quite like the contrast they've done between the reds and the greens with the little hits of white, pink, and almost like a mint color. The little flowers are a mint color. So like there's white ones and mint colored ones, but yeah, it's interesting paper. The back side has this beautiful fa la 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 paper, and we've got a nice plaid, and then we've got a little tiny little dots on the back of the poinsettias that I didn't really love that much. So lots of good things. Would I use this? I probably use some of it, right? I don't hate it. It's just kind of but really nice options in this one. Oh, and just think like when you cut this all up, this is going to go so well together. They did a good job putting this together. So here's the stickers. I got one sheet of the stickers with this, and I'm assuming this is part of a bigger collection that I just have one sheet of it. But I got some, I have some, I got, sorry, I'm trying to not say, try not to talk like that. I have some of the roses. There's some cute little snow globes, some coffee or hot chocolate. There was marshmallows, I'm assuming hot chocolate, presents, candy canes, and sprigs and bows. So nice little stickers there. And then some die cut pieces. And they break up the die cut packs because honestly, who needs all those die cuts in a pack? Well, sometimes, but generally I don't. And so you get a variety. I've got presents. I've got a fabulous little tree, little banner that says, oh, what fun. And then some other little pieces and doodads, and oh, there's a car with a tree on the top. I always think it's funny when they show cars that are or trees that are decorated, because this one has its little lights or decorations on it already. Maybe it's the Christmas balls, but yeah, we're not transporting it with our decorations on it. And is that way too literal? Perhaps that's me being too literal, but it's just funny. But here's something. Look at this lovely frame. I love that. I love having these frames. So the frame is, here, let's pull out a photo. And it is the perfect size to fit a 4x6 perfectly into it. And of course, you're going to lose little bits on the corners, but as you can see, it would work just fine for this picture that I have. Our Christmas picture at the Christmas parade with Bumblebee the Transformer, because that makes the most sense. I'm like, they also had Olaf, and yes, I got a picture with Olaf, but we don't have a family picture with Olaf. No, our Christmas picture with Bumblebee the Transformer. But I have boys, so what do you say? So what do you say? Oh, and the extra add-on in here for this one. Oh, what is it? It is this whole sheet of 12 by 12 stickers. So that was in my embellishment kit. And so I have all kinds of fun things in here, little houses and stockings and a little Santa. And oh, that's a cute little snowman. He's holding the little lights. That's adorable. Okay, so simple stories. Guys, I don't know, but I'm gonna have to get my butt in gear and take some more Christmas pictures, is what I've noticed, because the scrapbook collections are just too good. Okay, next up, there is some Vicki Boutin Warm Wishes. Now, who has already bought Vicki Boutin Warm Wishes? Are you on the Vicki Boutin Warm Wishes train? This stuff is pretty. You're going to be converted if you haven't seen it. You're going to be like, what is this? It's so beautiful. So we're starting with this pattern paper. There, of course, there's 3 sheets of pattern, 2 sheets of cardstock, and this cardstock is flat, kind of like a pale craft, like a soft. It's not craft. It doesn't feel like craft paper, and it's softer. It's nicer. I could use this. I did not love craft paper. I'm telling you all the things I don't love today, apparently. So here we go. Here's some Vicky Bruton warm wishes. We've got the Christmas balls, which are super fun. This plaid. Now, you want to see paper with stripes that are done right. This is good. This is really good. In fact, the fact that it's diagonal makes it even better, because if you try to layer something over it, you have perfect edges. Oh my gosh. Isn't it just so good when you use diagonal stripe paper? And this is double diagonal. Yeah. Jacqueline says, I have all the warm wishes. And Deborah's like, me, the more I use, the more I get. April says, I think the idea of the tree is made from the same pattern green dot paper. Yeah, I know. It's matching in that other kit, the tree that looks decorated. It matches with the dot paper. But it's just funny because I've seen a few decorated trees on cars. I'm like, they're not decorated yet when they're there. But for cuteness sake, it doesn't matter. This one has little words all over it. So it says a beautiful sight, winter vibes, twinkle lights, December get-togethers, sweater weather, cheers. So lots of little tiny words on that one. And there's a cutoff strip here. I'm just going to pay attention to the fact that there's cutoff strips on these ones for a second, because that's just like a little extra little piece. And I love the companies that give us that extra little piece of something, because the back of this does not have music notes. The back of this is not all snowflakes. And we'll see this one in a second. So let's flip these over and have a look. So we've got a Vicky Bruton stripe. Now, if this is not a definition of a Vicky Bruton stripe, then I don't know. But this is the one that had the little music notes along the edge and all the words. There are some music notes, which I thought was a brilliant addition to a stripe. That's a cool idea. Like, I just have to say, she's so sneaky. That's smart. That's so smart. And then this one, I said it's not all snowflakes, but apparently I was wrong, but it's a different style of snowflake than what we saw on the other side. That's pretty paper. And teal, right? Teal color. It's quite a vibrant teal, in fact. And then we've got some nice red, and it has little florals and leaves kind of in the background design. I think you can see it pretty good on the camera, actually, but it's pretty, and has that little bit of distress look that feels very Vicky Bruton. This, yeah, wow. This paper is beautiful. Okay, now in my add-on, in the embellishments that come with it, because the kits all come with some embellishments, right? I have part of this word. So I've got the word holiday, comfort and joy, and cheer with a little couple little accent pieces. And then I have, this is really fun. So there's chipboard pieces in here. So these stars are big chipboard pieces, and there's a heart, another little star. And then I've got some die cuts also. So I have such a good variety of pieces to go with this kit. So let's check it. Oh gosh, look at that little deer. Just slip that onto the paper. And a nice tree. Yeah, this is great. So this is a really good amount of and variety, huge variety of stuff. So that's fun. Chipboard stars. And then all these little die cuts. So we're still not done. Am I taking too long? Probably, but I'm excited because these kits are beautiful. In my embellishment pack, I have this package of stickers that are puffy stickers. There are some words, there are some little tags, there are tiny little dots with each of the numbers from 1 to 25. How fun are those? And then lots of little words in colors, in black, and then in white. So that is a really fun collection of puffy stickers. That is the Vicky Bruton one. Wow. And then, yeah, but having teal and pink and stuff, that takes you out of the classic Christmas colors a little bit. And then you have, pay And then we have this one. So this one is from Pink Fresh Studio, and we'll come to the embellishments in a sec. There's 2 sheets of cardstock paper, and then I have 3 sheets of pattern paper. So the first one is this one with this wreath, and the wreath has a potentially Christmas winter feel to it because it has the little evergreen type sprigs, but they've done a little rainbow color around here, as long as you don't pretend that rainbows don't have purple. And they've done a little rainbow color kind of around here. There's some multicolored stripes in the background, which is neat. And you know, just seeing, I think, yellows, pinks, and blues on Christmas. We don't, I guess we get gold, I guess, but the back is this blue plaid. Okay. This is a beautiful one. I like this with the little berries and the leaves. That's pretty. Oh, rainbow stripe. Never go wrong with a diagonal rainbow stripe, let me tell you. But different for a Christmas collection, right? We've got the words all on this one. These words are kind of green. These ones are teal. Then we got some white. Eat, drink, be merry, making spirits bright, holly jolly, warm wishes, it's a wonderful life. So all the things, and then green, and then yellow. So if you were thinking you need a little Christmas, but you might get overwhelmed by too much Christmas, and is that a thing? Maybe I'm wrong. Then this collection would totally allow you to scrapbook without Christmas. See this? This is not Christmas, right? So it gives you options, I guess. You know, when you have leftovers in your kits that you bought too much paper because you were on a little Christmas shopping spree, this one at least would transfer to pages that you're going to scrapbook after. Okay. And then in my embellishments, I have here some, ooh, there's enamel dots. Do you see? These are almost like a goldy bronze color. Oh, they're pretty. That's nice. I haven't seen those from Pink Fresh. And then there's also some chipboard stickers. They've given me some chipboard stickers here. And then I've got some small embellishment pieces as well. Little die cuts. Oh, the little mittens. I was watching a person on a Instagram reel and she drew mittens and she did it the cutest way. She had the little mittens and in the loop, she drew a little heart in the loop so that they were looped, the little string looped together with a little heart. And I was just like, that was perfect. That was perfect. I always imagined that I'd like to be able to draw. And then you watch somebody and they make it look so simple. And then you try it, you're like, well, that doesn't look like that. And then here in my add-on embellishments, I have what looks like one sheet because it's not packed in wrapping. So it's a part of a pack of the stickers. And these stickers have some shiny gold on them. So that was my extra embellishment. So those are the kits that I have to play with for today, which is amazing. Remember, these are from the ScrapRoom. You can find the ScrapRoom at scrap-room.com. This is the December flavors of the month kit. So there are 4 flavors in the flavors of the month. They have a double shot kit that has more stuff, but with just 2 different packs as well. I haven't tried those ones because I love having the variety. Now you've seen that I have Christmassy photos printed and ready to go. The fact that this one fits so nice into that Simple Stories frame was kind of making me feel that. And I really thought I was going to be scrapbooking Olaf right now, but I'm really thinking I got to go back to that Simple Stories frame. Because when you find that perfect thing to fit into the frame, sometimes you just got to go for it. Plus, my jacket is pink, his jacket's red. Those guys are wearing their dark colored jackets. And this collection has pink and red, so it kind of fits. This was the one that has the rose paper, so we'll see where we go with that. Lucy says, I have a kit with the whole line. Oh yeah, like the Vicky. It's all good, really great together. A little strange in this mix. Marcia talked about a Vicky album weekend class. April says, I love to buy Christmas supplies, but I don't really scrap Christmas at all anymore. I'm going to try to take some pics this year so I can. We shall see how successful I get. Yes, you need to have some pictures so that you can scrapbook, even if they are with Bumblebee the Transformer. Merry Christmas from Bumblebee. Okay, so this frame is so cute, and I don't think I'm missing anything by missing my husband's big boots. I'm sure I have other pictures with his boots, but it fits so nice around that picture. And sometimes you have the frame and you're thinking, why could I not just use it sideways? If they had made these presents look a little bit less sideways, it would be either way, but okay, so let's set the embellishments aside. I've got this with the dots, so I think I need to kind of really think about that when I'm designing where this page, how this page is going to sit. Now, I did like this rose paper, but it's a little bold. And something about a red and green plaid is very obnoxious. So I feel like I'm running out of options a little bit. So we're going to go with the Follow Law paper as my general background. I could use white paper as a background, but that would be strange for me. So I'm going to use the white paper. Are you going to use other cardstock colors? I have the white that came with the kit, and I'm probably going to use that to layer a little bit in here because I think I'm going to need something that's a little bit more restful. Because excuse me, even though these papers would technically have an A side and a B side, there's a lot of busyness going on in these papers. So I think we'll go with the Follow Law paper on the background, and it gives me a good a solid red or black would be nice. Yeah, I could totally just sneak one out of the other kits or grab some. I am not short on cardstock in the scrapbook room, let's just say. But I think having this as my background will be very nice. Okay, and then what I did like when I looked at this was this big banner piece in the middle. So maybe I'm going to make myself a banner piece that goes in the middle like that, with one of the other bold statement pieces. If I'm using this as my whole background, I won't get to use my roses, which, you know, a little heartbreaking and all. Or I could cut this up and cut the banner out of the back. Ooh, I'm gonna do that. I think the red polka dot paper. Yeah, I like the red polka dot, so we'll definitely use some of that. But I do have it in the frame, so that was like, do I need more of the red polka dot to go in here? Maybe, probably in layers, I think. So I think what I'm gonna do is cut this into sections and cut a big banner out of it and layer that onto this paper. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play. And hopefully I don't mess it all up. But if I do, oh well. Thinking about how wide I want it, let me think. We need to have it a little bit wider than that photo. So I'm gonna plan to have a 7-inch wide banner. 12 by 7 is 5. So I need to take off 2.5 inches on each side. That's right. Yeah, okay. So we're I'm gonna do it in strips and piece it back together on the page. It's gonna suck a little bit, but I think it'll work. If it doesn't work, well, I screwed it up and we'll go from there. I don't think there's any reason for me to cut it differently. here, so I'm just going to cut it like this. Sometimes a pattern fits better if you do it differently, but I think that one's going to be okay. And then I'm going to cut the banner. So this is 7 inches now, and to cut my banner, I would normally just cut up and then cut my triangles out. Now that is what I'm going to do because that makes the most sense to me. I need it at 3.5. It is going to make my little pieces here. So when I add my banner, it's going to, there's going to be some piecemeal on here, but you know, there's decorations and it'll work out. I would otherwise have to just cut. I don't do that. I'm going to mark the spot. I'm going to cut to where my banner is going to go. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut to there. And that way it's not so piecemealed, because otherwise it's going to be a mess. And so now if I just cut from the corner to where I made that little mark, then I will have a lovely little banner. Okay, so there's my little triangle that will go at the bottom down here. And when I flip this one over, that lovely. So I've created my little banner, even though I just had one sheet of paper. But I think I would actually like to leave the white piece showing. So I'm going to take a little tiny bit off of this and the top, and then I'll just slide it up so that there's a little white border all the way around. Right, so that's my plan now. I'm going to just take a 1/4 inch off of here. It's a half quarter. No, that's a half. I took half. So note to self. And then I'm going to take another half off of there. And then I'm going to do the same off of, ooh, I'm not doing the top. I'm doing both sides. So I'm going to have to do a whole inch off the top. Okay, a whole inch, go to the whole inch, and then a whole inch out of here. Okay, now I know this looks like a lot of this roses. I know it looks like a lot right now, but here we go. We got these pieces. We've created a white border with our pieces. And when I tape it all down, it's going to fit together all lovely, right? And I know that looks like a lot of that red floral rose, not rose, that there's got to be another name for that flower. But anyways, so I know that looks like a lot, but we're going to be covering it up, like most of it. It's going to be great, right? It's going to be mostly covered up. Although I do think this would look really nice if it was matted. No, that would look weird. Okay, I tested it. That was good. I'm glad I did that. Okay, so my photo will go in here on this mat. I'm going to have to tape everything down. And then I'm going to have to add some more layers here. So one of the things that they had was a nice circle in the background. And we know that I love me some circles. So let's do a circle. Okay, I have here my creative memories circle cutting system that I've had for a million years. Almost not kidding there, but it is the best way that I know to cut a circle. So I think one that's just a little bigger than this will work out. I'll use the blue blade, which is the largest one. And I don't think, yeah, I think I'll just use a white one. So adding a little bit more of that resting space onto the page might be a good idea. So there we go. Slide those fa la la pieces out and get a small amount of white around the roses. I tried. It looked broken. It looked too broken. Yeah, I just can't. I want it to look like it's just sitting on top. So I just can't. But we tried, so it's good. And then April says, oh my God, I did finally get rid of mine, but I kept them for the longest time. I love them. I have not come across another system that works as easily, as reliably. I would have to use a cutting machine. That would have taken me a million years to get that set up just to cut a circle. And now I have my circle, right? Like that was quick and easy. And then I have a little circle. I might offset it. I'm gonna need somewhere to put some journaling. How much journaling do I have to say? We went to the parade. Yay. But is that circle big enough? Maybe I should have done the bigger circle. Okay, I think I have to pin the pieces down in the background because they keep sliding around too much and then I can't build on it. So let's stick this stuff down and that's going to make it a little easier. Okay, I'm going to actually use my other tape here. Yeah, so you have plenty of white if you cut the mat for the banner. Oh yeah, I'm not worried. My scrapbook room has more white. If I need more white, that's an easy one to get to. I think the white circle will give your place. Yes, it needs more. I could cut a mat for the banner. That's true. Okay, I can try it. I will take your advice. More than once, I have crowdsourced ideas. So the benefit to hosting live is you get everybody else's experience. Okay, so let's put that on here. I actually have a T-square ruler that probably would have made that a little bit easier. I do have some tape runner here, but I'm actually out. I ordered I think 10 more last night, but being out of tape runner as a scrapbooker, I actually have been out for a little while and then I forgot to order it. Thinking, what was I doing? Okay, if I'm gonna stick this down, I better decide if I want to have that matted first. It looks like I already got that other thing crooked. Seriously? And this is ripping it up because I'm using good tape. Oh, Alice, what are you doing? Torturing yourself. Get my T-square. Get your T-square. So just in case you're wondering if this is actually live and that I'm thinking of this on the fly, now you know. If this was on another video, this would be gone. Be like, oh, look, it just turned out so good. Not a problem at all. Okay, I think what I'll do is I'll stick the side on first and that'll make it a little bit easier, right? Okay. Use undo. Oh gosh, nah, that's, yeah, just the background. Nobody's gonna see it when I'm done. Only you will know. Only you will know. And anything that doesn't work good or the paper gets ruined, I'll just cover it with something else. Worst case scenario, it's paper and I pick something else. You know, there is not a shortage of paper in this room. So I can't even be worried about that anymore. Just can't even be worried about it. Okay, there we go. Now let's put this in. I want my follow laws going the right way. When I peeled it, I did make sure that I peeled into the page so that it was the way I wanted it to be. Okay, there we go. Nice and squared off. Now when I add my other stuff, it'll be better. Like, don't do it like this, guys. Okay, so there, we'll add this on here. Is it straight? Doesn't look straight. Where this piece is going to be the life of me, the death of me. I'll be so happy when it's done and I'm like, wow, that was really complicated for something so easy. And down. There we go. Oh, much better. Lines up better. Does it? Is it? Something went crooked on me. And I swear, yeah, my paper slid. That's what it was. It slid underneath my fingers. Well, haven't had one of these kind of disasters for a while. Yeah, there it is, sliding again. Oh, it's because I'm on this little mat underneath me. I'm not stamping. You can get or inking or mushing or painting. Let's get rid of that. Okay, put this in here. This will hold. Pop this one in here. And you watch, if I decide to mat that other piece, it's not going to matter at all, is it? Because that's going to be a little bit bigger. Okay. Finally, okay, that was torture. Be like, skip forward, Alice. Thank you, Alice. I've heard dental floss is good for removing layers, but I've not tried it. Oh, if I wasn't using this and if I was just using a stinking tape runner, it would be totally adaptable. But you know, you work with what you have, and when you let yourself run out of tape runners, the thing was, I don't order them very often. I had ordered, I think, 15 of them the last time, and so when I got to the end of the pack, it was like, oh, shoot. And then scrapbook.com does not carry the kind that I normally like to use. So I ended up going with two different kinds. I'm trying I've ordered the Gina K tape runners. I think they're dot runners actually. And then I also ordered the scrapbook.com brand. Okay. So that's in there. And you'll think that I need to mat that. If I put more layers on there, do I have to mat that? I might still have to mat it. Okay. My circle is too small. That's the problem. My circle is too small. I'm going to get a piece of white and we're going to make a bigger circle. Okay, so we'll do this a little better. Now, this one's going to be quite a bit bigger, but then I'll have choices. Worst case scenario, I don't use it on this one and I have a circle for another piece of paper, for another sheet. Okay. Okay, let's throw all of that over there. There we go. It was bigger. Ooh, but you know what would be cool? Okay, I'm gonna grab a thing. Does anybody have one of these old Fiskars corner rounders? Because if you have one of these kind, you know, you can cut your nice corners and make rounded corners, but you can also pull the little frame off And then you can go around something like this and you can make a little scalloped edge. So it takes a little bit because you gotta go around. And your goal when you're looking through the bottom, you'll notice I'm holding it upside down. You want to see the corner just barely in the corner. So you want to see like the previous cut just barely in your cut. And then keep the edge as flat as you can against the side of the circle. So making sure that the little V right here is both touching. Give the smile teeth. Yeah. So you just want to go around keeping that flat edge. The little V has to be touching the edge, and then you can go around and give it a nice little scallop. And because you're cutting around a circle and you're being super consistent, they turn into quite a nice little scallop cut. And yeah, it doesn't take too long. I guess we'll see. It is near the top of the hour and I have had all kinds of drama, but I think it's time for a draw. Is Lindsay still here? Or does she have to run already? But I think we should do the draw since I'm doing this. I'm going to pull up a random number generator. Our participant list has 28 today. One of those is me. So we're going to do out of 27. Random number generator out of 27. And I'm going, you can see this right here on my screen, right? Generate number 4. That's easy to count to. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Brielle, you are our lucky winner today. Congratulations to Brielle. And you'll receive a kit from the ScrapRoom. So Brielle, can you please send me an email? I'll get you to send it right to me. Send it to alice@alicebowl.com and we will get you hooked up with that. Because the support goes right to Joe. And then he's always like, what do I do with this? And I actually just had a message from one of our previous winners that she had received her kit and she was super excited to use it. So congratulations to Brielle. And I better write this down because I'm terrible for remembering. If I don't have a note, it doesn't exist, right? December, Scrapbook 5. Okay, there we go. She says, thank you so much. I almost didn't log in and then I was able to get here. It's so wonderful. I want to try these kits. I love them. And I've met the ladies that put them together. Rochelle, so nice. And she has some friends that help with things, I think. And I met them at Creativation the one year. And they said that they had done the load challenge. Sorry, I'm just doing this. I got to talk to you in face for a while. There. Maybe. There we go. So they said that they had done the load challenge and that after they finished their load challenge, they just kept scrapbooking. So when I had met them, they had been scrapbooking for over 200 days, I think. And it was just so fun to find out that, you know, people were able to just keep it going. And because they're friends, they would keep each other accountable. They were like, did you get your page done yet today? What did you do today? I just love that so much. It was so fun to see that they, see you, Shannon. Yeah, it was just so fun to see that they were able to keep that going. And I've heard that from a few people that, you know, they get on the train and I always think I get to the end of the load. I'm like, wow, I did it. I should keep this going. And then the next day hits and it's like, well, that didn't work. And it's so funny. Something about being in that challenge. And I always think that my pages aren't going to be that creative during load because, you know, I'm making so many of them. I'm not going to be creative, but I really think that it turns out the opposite. I think because I'm in this creative mode, my pages are better than ever. So I don't know, do you find that? Do you get into that creative streak or something and then you kind of just find your groove and keep going? April says I never made it past day 3, but I still count it as a benefit because I made 3 pages. That's right. We are going to have a really fun load coming up in February, and we are going to be inspired by the TV show Friends. I know. Lindsay's doing a dance and I'm like, I feel the same way. We're going to be inspired by the TV show Friends. So I'll be scrapbooking every day in February, inspired by Friends. The load is called load 222 because it's February of 2022. So that's where all the numberings come from. Load 222, and it will be called I'll Be There For You. So fun. And yeah, it should give us a lot of fun things to scrapbook about as we go through some of the interesting quirks and situations from the Friends TV show. So I'm excited about that. And, I had a friend when she heard that this was the topic. We were talking about something else and she mentioned that Friends was her favorite all-time TV show. And I was like, well, that's perfect because I might need some help. And so she was gung-ho to come and help me with this one. Okay, so I got to the end of this circle and there's one little tiny spot. I'm just gonna cut it off, but that's always annoying when it's not quite perfect. I'm like, could I have been, just a little bit better about making my cuts and then it would come out just right, but apparently not. But that's okay. It's going to be hiding behind something, right? It'll be hiding behind something. But look how cute that is. Nice little scallop circle. Yes, I could have cut that faster with a cutting machine. That is not good. I'm not going to pretend that that's not true. And then when you're done, you just kind of pop your thing back in, just, line it up so that the shape kind of matches, and then just gently pop one side in and then the other, and then your corner rounder is back. So didn't want to leave anybody hanging if I've never pulled apart a corner rounder before, but you need that one with the little piece from the EK Success. April says, but how long would it take to set up the cutting machine and not get the sticky mat to rip it? You're right. I'm so bad with that stuff. So bad with that stuff. Yay. Okay. And it's so, oh my gosh, that is cute. I gotta show you. Yay. We're going back. We're going back. And we're coming in. There we go. And oh, it hates my countertop. Damn. Hates my countertop. Sees way too much pink and it's trying to white balance to the pink. Better. There we go. I fooled it. See, look at that. It's like a nice, beautiful medallion now. Oh, I don't think I need to mat that thing. What I think I need is just to have some more layers. I do need to stick it down. But I hadn't stuck it down because I thought I might mat it, but I think I'm not gonna. I'm just not gonna. I'm a rebel. I'm not gonna. But we're gonna add a couple little layers. So I'm gonna stick this piece down and then we're gonna add some more layers, and then we'll see. We'll get there. It's all gonna be great. Okay. And the only reason I'm being so thorough about sticking these background pieces is that other things are gonna sit on top of them. So if my background piece comes off, then my whole layout falls apart. And that would be a tragedy. I'm used to having, like, occasionally something falls off a page. You actually trust the adhesive from a chipboard sticker, or we won't even go there with thickers, right? Like those things, disaster. That could be a little bit closer together and that would look better. Come on, just go. Okay, so this will go here. Now we do have some beautiful green dots and red dots. And I think having a little bit more of this red dot on here and a little bit of this plaid would be kind of nice. So one of them needs to come and make a little strip that comes here. So my little shelf. So we're adapting this layout that they have right here. You can see they actually have another little piece in the side. So that could be my little red dot paper in the back, kind of hiding back there. And then we could use a strip of this maybe as my shelf piece, maybe. So let's get some of this red dot on here. Let's see, we want it to be sticking out of here just a bit. Let's see, that's about 6. Okay. I'm going to cut my shelf piece at 1 3/4. Make it a little smaller if I need. That's a pretty small little design. And I'm not going to need a lot of this, so we'll just cut off a strip there. Now this is going to be sticking out over here, but under this. Ooh, do I want it on this side too? Don't know. Okay, let's chop it off right here. And we'll tuck that. And this little shelf is going to go over top of this. Yes. I'm just looking, this looks too wide, just a little too wide. There you go. Yeah, I need something between the 2 red papers. That's right. I don't want this and this to kind of be touching. This looks a little too wide, but I'll tuck that in there. So I'm gonna just stick that in there right now. Actually, I do have a little bit of tape runner. I found an old Tombow one in here. And then I'll see if I need another piece of this, but I want to see all of that. Looks good. Yeah, this has to be over a little bit more, but it's not going to go. I'll have to figure out how I can cover that. Ooh, a banner, a little banner up there, right? Or a little die cut. It'll work. Okay, still is too low. I'll take a 1/2 inch off of there, I think. Yeah, that's better. And I think, can I get this? Yeah, sure. I can stick the photo to the frame. Like this. And then we'll have okay, so the photo's now attached, so I can move it around a little easier. I've got this piece, and then now it just comes down to embellishments, I think. Oh, and something over here. But that can be with the embellishments where it needs to come up there. And this, no, this, no, this. Perfect. Now, here's the question. Would you cut it off all the way to the edge? Because lots of times I do that. I cut it still all the way to the edge, but, or would you cut it to here? No, it definitely has to go to the edge. Okay, sorry, answer to my own question. I ask and then answer. I'm like, nope, nope, nope. Good. It's tough when you're working with a color palette that's all green and white, right? Try putting the circle off center. Okay. Good try. I'm a little. Or without sticking this down. I don't think so. I think I'm going to keep it right smack in the center. Oh, the photo off center. Oh, I could try that. Is it better? Well, that would give me more word space. I might need another little layer here because I've created just that red. And I'd need some kind of, I can just add a strip in there. Actually, I do like that idea, April. Looks good. The photo. Yeah, I'm slow. Karen says, my husband has coffee, but he's coming in an hour. My house looks like Christmas exploded with last night's dinner dishes on top. So she's got to leave. Oh my gosh. My husband has early Alzheimer's, cannot help for those who might be wondering why I alone am cleaning up for his friends. I'm just grateful they come over and visit. Of course. Oh my gosh. No, I think it's fine. We all have our things that we do. And you know, his expectations of what things might look like in your house when people come over, and your expectations might be different. So you might be doing the cleaning up just because you want your expectations met. Not that I would know that from personal experience or anything. Or anything. Oh, this is that other. No, see, that's gonna be way too busy. That see, I just don't like that one. That's funny. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of the green polka dot stripe. Or actually, I could just grab some green, and that actually might be a better idea, just to have a little strip of green right there. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Green pattern paper, or no, cardstock. I have some. Okay, I totally have green cardstock, but I don't have the green cardstock. Maybe this dark one, actually this dark one looks like, because it does have some. I was comparing it to this, and I'm like, oh, that's not the same, but that's okay. But you know, shades of green. So I just bought some new inks. I just bought some new inks, and they are from Gina K. And honestly, these new inks, I haven't tried them yet. I just opened them yesterday, but I'm so excited to try them. And somehow I ended up with more shades of green than any other color. Is that because they make more shades of green than any other color? I don't know. I was just getting a bunch of them. And oh yeah, see, oh, that it just gives you that perfect little line that it needed. Oh, yep, that's good. Okay, I'm gonna carry it down to about here. All right, so I'll stick this down. Do I want this one on top of it? That's the question. So this is going to be the main. Yeah. Yeah, that's got to be. And a little touch of that white sticking out over there, I think. Yes. Or no. Doesn't need it. Doesn't need it. pull it over that way. Okay, well, this has been super fun. So now it feels good. Yeah. Check out your embellishments. That might help the left side. Oh yeah, there's going to be some little doodads here and they'll be like, oh, I did all that work for something. Greener colors I'm really picky about. So I have more greens than anything. Even though blue is my color love language. Oh, and April says, I find this so interesting. We all build layouts so different and I get so many ideas hearing everyone's suggestions. I know. It's fun just kind of seeing what other people think, right? And if I don't take your idea, sorry, I just used to doing my own thing. But I do love the fact that there are lots of ways. So that's funny because I was so concerned about this one little spot and now I could barely even find it. And yeah, I didn't need to flip that over, but it's like a brain thing. What's gonna happen? Okay, so I moved this over because I have this over here and that's going to give me some spot for some journaling. Good job. Thank you. That suggestion just like led the way, right? Okay, so I've got this here now, this here. Just make sure that all my layers are lining up the way I want them to before I stick things down. I think it can look even more intentional off center there because I've got balance going over both ways. Okay, stick it down, call it good. Stick it down and call it good. So this is the artistic side of scrapbooking, right? There's also the whole scrapbooking just for scrapbooking, right? To get it done. And I do a little bit of both sometimes. Some of my pages are more artistic and, where I'm thinking of every little thing. And some of my pages are a lot simpler, where I just put the page together and call it good. So, if you look at some of your pages and think, gosh, this one's really boring compared to that one or something like that, you're not the only one. I see some scrapbookers that every page they make is a total piece of art, and that's cool, but I just don't get there for every page. It would be really nice though, because I still have some lovely embellishments that we can add. Oh yes, okay, that's good. There, like I love the phrase color love language. I know. A pop up the photo mat. Yeah, pop that up. That would be good. Time for coffee and refresh and some gloves. It's getting cold outside on the patio. I think the variety in your album is good for the eye and helps you see the details. Absolutely. And I think not all pages have the same purpose, right? Sometimes I'm sitting down and I want to play and I just want to touch all the papers. And sometimes I'm more focused on a story or something. And I love that scrapbooking can be all of the things. Okay, let's pull out the fun stuff and see what we got in the fun stuff again. Push it all to the side. So we've got some little pieces. Set those out. I remember liking that one tree. Good cheer. Mary. Presents, a candy cane. So lots of little pieces. Got all the little bits all over my table here still. And on their diagram, they've got embellishment. So we kind of already have that in the photo mat itself almost, right? But we'll add a little extra. And then I have these fabulous stickers. And then I have this great big sheet of stickers. So I have all kinds of embellishments to add to this. In fact, I could have used, oh, I guess that would have been another piece of the polka dot, and I didn't really need another polka dot piece. So let's see here. So if I'm having a bit of a title with some journaling. Oh, this is cute. This is holidays. We're gonna do that. Yeah, and that'll fit pretty good right there. Okay, I'm gonna pop up my picture first because I thought that was a really great idea, by the way. So thank you for that. And oh, that's really crooked. Something I've got on here is really crooked. Oh, it slid because I'm not using my favorite glue. And I didn't stick the pieces down because I knew I would be moving them around. So the pieces on top, I'm like, oh my God, I'm not sticking those down with that paper tape. I love that stuff, but once it sticks, I can't move anything. That stuff is serious. Okay. Kind of like this stuff. Serious. Just stick it, you're done. Trapping my hair for eternity on my layout. Anybody else? Leaving your DNA behind on your layouts. Hopefully through hair follicles, not blood samples. Although I do know some people that have shared stories. I'm like, whoa, that is tragic. Oh, this one's out of tape. I think everything I have is out of tape today. Seriously, how many things am I emptying? If I was playing Calvin Ball, this would be worth so many points. Oh, look, I ran out. Oh, look, I ran out. See, here's another one that is almost run out. Okay, that should be enough to hold that. I'm not going to peel the stuff off yet because I might want to tuck something, and you know, you got to leave the tucking. But one thing that I do like to do is add my lines. Where's my case? Ooh, where is my case? I brought it upstairs. Oh, my line maker. My little line creator sheet is lost in the shuffle. Oh, no, that's not it. Okay, I have an iris case that's hiding probably in plain sight here. Okay, so I'll have to struggle with lines after. That's fine. But this holidays, I would also like to pop up because I think that would be cute to have it popped up right here. And then I can add my journaling in right there. I can always use a ruler. But there we go. So as I figure this out, oh, that's funny. I tossed it away in the garbage. I put it back. No wonder I can't find stuff. Okay, so I was gonna ask, let me go back here because I'm just like doing little random things. So I was gonna ask if anybody would like to share anything that you've been working on. If you would like to share, you can just turn your mic on and then I can bring you up on the screen. If you're like, tell us what your products you're playing with, what kinds of photos you're scrapbooking. You can hold your stuff up and show us. If you're digi scrapbooking, we can arrange a little screen share. Brielle says no scrapbooking here, but I wrapped a lot of presents. Whoop, whoop. That's good. Getting it done. Getting it done. Got to do that too. All the things, right? So that's all the stuff we're gonna do. Joe's here. Hi, Joe. We are doing Scrapbook Live right now. And we are scrapbooking our picture with Bumblebee. Very Christmassy. Ooh. So, no scrapping, lots of presents. Well, that's good. I think I had an idea of what to get Joe for Christmas last night.
Oh, do tell.
Sneaky. Nice try.
Okay, I'll go.
I'll go. He's like pretending to walk away. He's making the noise like he's walking away. Sneaky, sneaky. Okay, this is probably way too many little pieces. But we'll add them on here. Hannah says I need to figure out what to get people. Deborah Williams, your greatest fan, says whatever he wants. She gets it. Yeah. He's already a spoiled child, let me tell you. I know. It's tough. Oh, I didn't stick down the picture. I'm trying to stick this thing onto the picture, but I think I'm gonna have to stick it down because I'm layering stuff on top of it now. I swear. Like, Alice, do you even know what you're doing at all? Prove it. Okay, so I didn't see anybody raise their hand to put their to show us what they're working on. We want to see. Jacqueline, are you getting something ready for us?
Sure.
Yay! Okay. Add a spotlight, bring you up. Hold on, let me remove my spotlight so I can see you better. There we go.
Oh, well, I'm doing the Photo Plays 10 by 10 calendar kit for my niece. So this is the Easter page. I did that one. And I did the March one. So
those are so fun. Oh my gosh.
yeah, they give you the pictures on the back if you want to copy. I'm totally copying the ones they gave.
That's called using your inspiration wisely. I love it.
Thank you.
And so do you put it together like an actual calendar or is it like a binder? How does it?
Yes, they sell a calendar. So I'm doing the pages and then I'm going to stick them in.
Cool. Cool. And it's 10 by 10. So that's a nice size to work in.
Well, the paper comes in 12 by 12, so you could totally make a 12 by 12 one, but I had a 10 by 10 calendar.
Well, that sounds really awesome. Thank you so much for showing us. Yeah, Brielle says that is so fun. It's a cool gift idea.
I did a digi one for her last year, and because I had no time, and she asked for another one. So this one, it's paper.
Well, that's a big hit, you know.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you, Jacqueline.
You're welcome.
And I'm going to pop me up here. See, it's not scary. Feel free to share, anybody. you can wave at me and say hey, or just turn your mic on and then just say hey, Alice, and then I can bring you up, or yeah, whatever. No pressure, of course, because you know, whatever, we're here doing stuff. Hannah says she's gonna run downstairs and get the lanterns she made. Fun. Hey, that's fun. I love it. Oh, I hadn't even seen. We got Daniela here. I did see you in the chat actually. Marge's here. And Jackie, Marsha, Kathy, Lynn, Cynthia, Margaret, hello. Bonnie, yay. Marsha, oh yeah. Florence, Beverly, Margin, Marianne. Oh gosh, I'm glad you have that there so I can pronounce your name right. Marianne, Deborah Gardner. This is so nice. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. I love seeing everyone here. And you got a train wreck of a scrapbook page today. It's like, how many times can Alice pull it up and rip her paper? But in the end, it's turning out so good. So I'm happy. I'll take it. I'll just switch back to here. We'll zoom that in a little. And yeah, you can see I got my title on there. We got my photo on there. Things are actually coming together. And yeah, I've got these little stickers. I was thinking of adding another little word or something. Good cheer. I like Mary a little bit better. And oh, but maybe I should do one of these other ones. What says ho ho ho? Jingle all the way. I think we'll do jingle all the way. We normally actually ride the sleigh ride when we go to the town gathering in my hometown of Mayerthorpe. I love doing the wagon ride that they do. It's technically not a sleigh because usually there's not enough snow on the middle of the street, but they do a wagon ride with horses and the straw bales and everything. But this year the lineup, it was so moderate, the temperature was so good that everybody was there from the town. And I looked at the lineup and I'm like, I just can't do that. That lineup is way too long for me to stand in. So yeah, this year we didn't. And yeah, it was kind of sad because normally we do the sleigh ride. And afterwards, often we go and eat at the local restaurants and just get, burgers and fries. But we didn't do that this year either. We picked up stuff on the way home. But yeah, every year has its own little unique things, but it's strange when you don't do the normal things, I guess. It's like, we always do this, but not this year. We always do that, but not this year. Yeah, my Christmas album. Oh, Grail says, I'm hoping to start by December, my December album. First, I have to finish wrapping. My family's celebrating tonight and tomorrow, so this is like our Christmas weekend. And yeah, she says she's trying to start her Christmas album. Well, wrapping presents, obviously that has to come first. I don't do a December album. I prefer to do most of my scrapbooking actually in January. So, the little ones that I do here and there, like right now, that's good because then I've got a head start already. But most of the scrapbooking for stuff from this month ends up being done in January. It just works for me. I like it, and I like that I don't have to kind of. Oh yeah, I'm gonna add a thing up here. I'm gonna add a little cluster of words underneath this little thing that I'm actually gonna pop up. Yes, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, so having a few things. I don't worry about the fact that I don't have a lot of scrapbooking done in the month of December because there's just a lot going on. And that's okay. So, oh, Hannah's back with her lanterns. Well, let's bring you up, Hannah. Let's see. Do you want to just turn your mic on? Then you pop to the top of the list and I can bring you up.
Okay.
There we go. Now I can ask you to, where's the button? Add a spotlight. Okay, show us your lanterns. What have you been?
Hang on. Oops. Oh well. I made some. Let me do this. There. I made some lanterns, and this one's got the little tea light in it. Maybe if I move it back.
Those are cute.
And then I made this one's not sticking with a candy cane stripe.
Mm-hmm. And so
A green one.
You lined the inside with vellum paper?
This one, yes, this one has vellum paper in it, and I'm gonna put vellum in between here.
Mm-hmm.
And I stuck them together already, so it's gonna be real fun. And this one's upside down. This is a reject.
You didn't use like the good tape, right? Like the good stuff, like what I was using, where I was ripping everything apart.
No, I used liquid.
Oh yeah,
liquid Tombow.
No, you used good tape too.
And do works really well.
Yeah, you're not tearing that apart.
And this one's my prototype because this one has a solid bottom on it. And so in order to you have to, there's ribbon here. So you have to undo the ribbon to turn the light off and on. So I made a prototype and I just taped it together with double-sided tape. So I had a hole so I could reach in and turn the candle on, off and on like that. Only I didn't make my little lips big enough. But it's just one sheet of paper. Let me pull apart. And die cut.
And then, so it's just, yeah, die cut with your machine, like
yeah. And then you just fold it together, and there's a spot here for glue, but I just used the double-sided tape right now. And then you just fold the bottoms in like that. And these have bigger bottoms so that it actually holds the candle in.
right.
Oops. Only you got to drop the candle right. And it's not it doesn't want to cooperate today, which is normal. It's catching on one of the, there you go.
One of the little die cut pieces.
Yeah, on the die cuts. And so then you can wiggle it around so that you can get to the on off switch a whole lot easier. And then you don't have to untie the ribbon at the top.
Right. Cool. Those are super cute.
Thanks.
Has anybody else made something like these before? Because those are adorable. Oh, April says, very cute. Hannah, you've inspired me to try something I've been meaning to do. Oh, I love it. Love it. That's awesome. See, that's what it's all about. Coming together, doing all the fun things. Okay, well,
Okay, you can take me off now.
I'll remove your spotlight and see.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else have something that they wanted to share? Feel free, just turn your mic on and I'll just bring that up. April says, boozy hot cocoa in my mug now. I had to brew a new pot of coffee and didn't want to miss that much of the crop. We got some boozy hot chocolate happening.
Alice, I'm not scrapbooking, but I'm out hiking.
Oh,
Do you want me to share?
yeah, absolutely. Let's bring you up. Here we go. Let's
See if I can
yeah, I need you to start your
turn
video.
it around. Let's see. Oh, I guess maybe I can't. So I'll just show you from behind me. So that's where I'm hiking.
Oh my gosh. You guys have a lot of snow.
Yeah, we just got a little bit. We got probably 4 to 6 inches last night. The southern part of the state got Minnesota got like a foot of snow. So we didn't get very much compared to most places, but enough. And I was kind of surprised. This trail is not very far from me and it's fairly well used. So I didn't think it would be untracked, but it is. So I'm having to work a little harder, but that's okay. But it's beautiful.
Making fresh tracks in the snow.
Yeah, see, those are just mine.
That's literally what people dream of, Marsha.
What's that?
That's literally what people dream of.
I know. Look at the snow behind me blowing off the trees.
Oh, yeah. I love it when it's sitting all on the branches like that, too.
Yeah. So, yeah, I only had a short time to come out and hike. So I had to do it now. So I thought, well, I'll listen in. So it's fun watching everybody.
Well,
see you later.
Sharing.
You're welcome.
There we go. So we got to go out for a walk. We got to scrapbook. It's all the good things today. Making craft projects, wrapping presents. Rael says it's so lovely. Yeah. It's just so fun seeing all the stuff that, it's local to one area, right? So good. Well, my page is coming to a close here. I feel like it needs finishing touches, but I usually add something when I do my journaling. It's like, oh, this goes here, do, and it's just like suddenly I know how to scrapbook or something. Finishing off the pages, it's always a little bit tricky. I think I'm good. So I think what I'm gonna do, paper thin stickers. I think I can peel it off. Oh, that was nice. I didn't think it was gonna let me do that. I decided I needed to move it just a little tiny bit to go with where I wanted to put this other sticker. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. And then I think we're close to wrapping up unless somebody else has something to share. I guess I can give you a sneak peek of something that is coming. I mentioned to our Scrap Happy members last night in our Scrap Happy Together session. It's just one of our monthly hangouts where we literally just hang out together and talk about all kinds of random things. But I mentioned the load, so we have that coming up. It's not open for pre-sale or anything yet. It will be eventually. But we do have something that has just gone on pre-sale. In fact, I don't even know if I should have it up for sale yet. Here, let me have a look here. Is that gonna work? Yeah. Oh, I don't know if I have it listed on here. No, I don't have it listed on here. So Scrap Happy members, actually, you do have it listed, so I can show you. So Scrap Happy members, we have the pre-sale right now is open for this next Scrap Smarter experience. So you can go here under the menu and find the Scrap Smarter experience member discount. Now it is opening and I think other people can find it, but I don't have the, I don't know if I have the code. I'll have to ask Joe. There is an early bird discount code, but the one for members, your member discount will actually give you the coupon for members, and it's a good one. So that's where that one is. April says, oh, I'm worried I'm not budgeted correctly. Oh, well, you knew this was coming. That's not a surprise. So the teachers have not been announced yet. No, they're a mystery for right now, but I will announce them, I think by the 15th, I think is the day. So it's coming. It's coming. We'll have the announcements done soon. But yes, lots of good things on the go. Load stuff and Scrap Smarter experience stuff, and I have a class coming up this week in Scrap Happy. So yeah, we got lots of good stuff coming up. And it says, oh dear. I know. But yeah, we'll be doing that January 21st to 23rd with 10 teachers. Our keynote speaker is going to be Catherine Taschen from the Scrapbook and Cards Today magazine. And she has been so much fun. You're going to do Scrap Smarter before load. Yes, the Scrap Smarter experience, January 21st to 23rd. We did one in January last year as well. So far we've been doing January and August for those. I know, it's a lot. It's a lot. We got lots going on. And actually I was a little more behind the times than I normally would be, just with some of the stuff that was happening in August or in October and November. But yeah, good thing you vacationed in November to get yourself rested up. I know this is actual real tan, you guys. And this is me being very tanned. All those lessons to use unload. Exactly, right? You go do the classes, you're teaming with inspiration, you're like, I need to do this. And then you have load to actually keep you accountable. So yeah, it should be lots of fun. Anyways, I am going to wrap this up today. My page has come very well along. I think it turned out good. I wish that I had actually left the bottom corners of this thing so I could curl them. Maybe I'll tear that up a little bit because I'm feeling that these banners need to be lifted a little, right? Lift the corners of the banners a little bit at the bottom. That's better, right? But anyways, the page turned out super cute. And, you know, there was dramas on the way to get here. So in the end, I'm pretty happy that it looks so cute. I'll add a few more embellishments down here when I add my journaling in here. I'm hoping that I can actually put my template in there and draw my lines so I can just kind of cheat with that. I'll probably have a couple little pieces that go underneath here also for small things. And yeah, it turned out good. Even with that flower paper that wasn't necessarily everyone's favorite, but I think that little hint of it is kind of cute. So I love it. Our next scrapbook Scrapbook Live, sorry, what are we doing here? Our next Scrapbook Live will be in January, and I was looking at the calendar. It'll probably be the weekend before the event. So I'm looking at probably either the 15th or the 8th, and I'm not quite sure yet. So those are the tentative dates for our next Scrapbook Live event. And good news, my kit from the ScrapRoom has already shipped to me. So it's on its way to me right now. So I will have my kit, should have it in plenty of time for either of the dates. If it's not for some reason there by the 8th, that will be the 15th. But yeah, we'll try to get that in there. And I really look forward to hanging out with you. If you've heard about something from the Scrap Happy membership that you thought, that's kind of interesting, you can check us out at scraphappy.org. We do a lot of different live events every month. We have teachers that do classes, and we have different things that allow us to connect and hang out and get to know some other scrapbookers that, you know, they understand just how awesome all of this is, just like we do. So that's always a fun thing too. And yeah, and then we have some fun stuff coming up. I had also briefly mentioned my scrapbook that I do all my scrapbooking in January, and I actually run a class every year. If you sign up once, you're in it forever until you decide not to be. And it's called Scrapbook Christmas in January. And that is also available right now. And you can save $10. So it's only $15. I give you little prompts all through the month of December. And then in January, we actually go through and scrapbook pages. Now I'm going to tell you, there's at least enough prompts to scrapbook 25 pages, but I don't scrapbook 25 pages every year. So just to kind of put that out there, it just helps me fill the gaps in my scrapbooking that I want to do each year, and just helps me include different kinds of memories. So that is something that's going on. And if you're interested in that, you can go to scraphappy.org/Christmas and you'll find that class there. Use the code MYGIFT, MYGIFT, and you'll save $10 on that. And like I said, it's a perpetual class, so it comes back next year. I do some little add-ons and some little extras and add anything new, so you'll get access to anything new as I add it. But basically, it's a good way to scrapbook all of your Christmas stuff, but in January, when there's usually a little more time to sit down and scrapbook and you're not cooking and shopping and wrapping and doing all of the other crazy stuff, which, you know, I haven't decorated my house yet, so that is still on my to-do list. What is the discount code? It is my gift, MYGIFT, and it saves $10. And like, if you've bought it once before, you should be getting the emails already. If you bought it once before and you're not, contact me. And GIFT, yeah, my gift. Sorry, I have it all. Yeah, my gift. And yeah, that'll save. I'm going to go and add it to the homepage because I just realized it's not on the homepage of the site. So it should be easy to find there, but it is, yeah, it should be good. So thank you everybody for joining me today. I love that I get to spend this time with you and I really appreciate that. So thank you. Hopefully you saw something that's like, Alice, you taught me not to do that, or I'm not going to do what you did, or you saw something that made you laugh, or you're like, that actually was a good idea. So something was fun and you came away with either a laugh or some inspiration. And that makes me super happy that hopefully that happened today. Okay, I will see everybody from our Scrap Happy. We have events next week, so I'll see you soon. And if you're just here for our Scrapbook Live, then I will see you next month. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Okay, bye everyone. Lynn says, thank you. It was fun. I'm so glad. I love this, even when it's all going all wrong and I'm tearing up my paper. It's still fun. Love it.